guys, and we make our DM cry. Here with me today, as always, is our wonderful DM, Double.
Hi guys, I am Double. I might have just peaked right there. That was pretty loud. I'm sorry. This is my homebrewed world of Zari. Our players find themselves in a very interesting place, and let's meet them.
I'm Jay. I will be playing Rain Tindu, the Wood Elf Cleric of the Twilight Domain.
I'm Chelsea, and I'll be playing Saoirse O'Clery, a fairy druid, Circle of Dreams.
And I'm, of course, Robert, and I play Crosswire, the Warforged Fighter, the Battle Master Desire. I mess it up. I can't go through one intro without messing it up. It's
because you make funny names and stuff all the time.
I know,
and it's so endearing.
And you never say your subclass. Oh, wait, you say Battle Master. Yes, you do.
And you think I would if I would come up to the time to actually think of these funny names, I'd actually say them correctly, so they're funny.
You kind of say the same thing over and over again too.
This one was a new one. This one was a new one though.
Well, I said Dungeon Master Disaster. I was like, oh, it's Battle Masters. I could use the same one twice, but anyway, I'm Robert. I play Crosswire. He's a big metal guy. Jay, can you please just make me stop talking and tell us where we're at?
Absolutely.
Gross.
That came off a little weirder than I wanted to do, my bad.
Yeah, we're definitely getting flagged for this episode.
The group sprints towards the safety of the fort as Stormweaver attacks. The Serenians unveil a new magical weapon as a response. The timeline is escalated and the party are ushered to the Flayed Wing, a small and fast airship captained by Captain Dario. The party is also introduced to 7-7, a large Teldroxy who is in charge of Serenian forces aboard the ship. The party is also introduced to 7-7, a large Maldroxy who is in charge of the Serenian forces aboard the ship. It seems everyone on board has questions and concerns about their mission to investigate Temples of Ior, but no one seems keen on questioning orders. Before resting after a harrowing day, Saoirse and Crosswire make acquaintances with the first mate Dirk, who introduces them to an herbal remedy to help them relax.
Herbal remedy.
Air quotes.
All right. So, last time we all played, you guys all were in the process of starting a long rest. Crosswire is apparently detoxifying his body. Saoirse is having fun and creating druidcraft and putting grass on his face.
If anyone gets that reference, you're my best friend.
It's a very vague
funny
reference.
You say that because I do not understand the reference, so I guess we're not friends.
It's okay. They didn't either. Any of the fans are many, many fans. Someone will get it.
Yeah, text in, call in, social media guys, Banquet's Optional _pod on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I don't think we have a Facebook.
Phone lines are ready and waiting.
We don't have a Facebook, just to clarify.
This call cannot be completed as dialed. Please hang up and try your call again.
All right.
Just call Jay's personal phone number.
I will server mute all of you. Gosh.
Oh, that's gonna be Jay.
All right. You guys finish your long rest. It is still raining. You hear the pattering of water droplets on the wood. There is still that loud thrumming sound coming from the crystals that magically power the ship. And you guys wake up to sounds like people talking.
Long rest.
The long rest is complete. You see Maldroxy, Teldroxy in uniform going about their business. Some people are coming off watch, some people are coming off duty. It's a very relaxed and easygoing environment right now. People are back into their routines. There is no panic or hurriedness about the crew, as you guys seem to be clear of Stormweaver. Rain, do you hear a muffled sound coming from one of your pockets?
I dig around until I find what it is.
It's your setting stone.
get up and I go to a corner, well, kind of away from everybody, and try to
Yeah, you can
discreetly listen
more or
to
less
it.
find a place. What's your passive perception again?
My passive perception is perception 16.
Hello? Rain? Can you hear me? It's 99.
Yes, friend. What? Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Of course I'm fine. Are you fine?
We're as fine as we can be.
Okay, good. The battle is over at the keeps. We more or less won quite a bit of damage and will take some time to repair. But I've been driven off. And I believe Raxus dealt a vital blow to Stormweaver. So hopefully you'll have some clearer skies.
Well, that's very good to hear. What were those weapons that were being fired?
I don't know what you mean.
Does it sound like from what I can tell, the way he's talking, in the 3 days that we've known him, is he telling me the truth?
You can insight check him right now.
Yes. 19.
With a 19, a few things. You can definitely tell that he is lying. But it is a very easy lie to pick up on. So he either doesn't feel comfortable talking about it with you over the open air. He doesn't know who you're surrounded by, and he might be surrounded by somebody as well. But it doesn't seem like malicious, or he's definitely withholding information on purpose, but not. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, he's basically, he's not
The
sure
intent is
who's listening. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like having a two-way walkie-talkie you bought from the dollar store. You don't know who's going to be able to zone in on that frequency.
Exactly.
Or who's around you listening, which is why I went to the corner in the first place.
Yep. Anyways, don't. Everything's fine. Soldiers are fine. Crew is fine. I do think I have some more information for you that will probably be relayed to the captain and your infernal diver guide. I assume you've met the Night Sisters?
I did not know that was their name, but yes, I've glimpsed them.
Yes, they're young, brash, a bit insane, so.
Well, then they should be good companions on our adventures down in the Inferno.
Yes, they're the only, well, they were the last active squad in that region.
And what do you know of 77? Yay or nay?
Based on what you're asking, yay.
Very well, thank you.
She is we share a lot of the same biological traits. She had the same brood mother as my batch.
Good to know. I will keep you updated about anything that we may find that I feel you should know immediately. Stay safe, friend.
Yes. Also, he starts talking to you in Elvish. If you
Okay.
ever have a chance to kill Tarok and Craig, do it.
There is going to be a long pause. And in Elvish, it's going to amount to Rain going, okay.
May Bahamut's platinumness, do whatever. I'll talk to you later.
You're very, very good at these prayers. Saloon's blessing onto you.
Yes, that's what I meant. Bahamut's blessing upon you.
Be safe, brother.
There's no reply.
I put the stone back in my pocket. Rain F is gonna try to seem unfazed. He's gonna make a point of kind of smoothing out some of the creases of some of the clothing and stuff that he's got on, and
feel
just kind of set himself up and
Okay. You
start
feel a
heading
little
towards upstairs.
nibbling on your ear, and that's Ella. And you hear her voice in your head, and say, "Do we trust him?"
And I'm gonna try to telepathically communicate.
Yeah, you can think.
Okay.
You can fill a link.
Well, the person on the stone. I trust him more than I trust anybody else other than Saoirse and Crossfire at this point.
You trust him more than me?
Well, you can hear my thoughts. I'm not.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Trust me. I trust you. It troubles me what he said, but with as much craziness as is going on, I don't think we'll go out of our way to fulfill that request, but perchance if we have the opportunity and we see reason, I think I'll need to investigate a little bit more and find out the intentions.
Okay. Is Saoirse awake yet? I want to play. And then you feel her hop off. And you can see her fluttering over towards the hammocks.
Rain is just gonna go out to the upper deck and feel the breeze and the wind on his face.
You guys are
and just
going
kinda-
at a pretty slow pace. Much slower than the previous. And as you go onto the main deck, you can see that the crystals that were once blue are kind of this dull red color.
I'm guessing I see crew around. Do I see...
Yeah. There's no panic or anything.
Okay. I'm just gonna take note of it and just stand and contemplate in deep thought.
But the view is beautiful if you look over the side. It is a Serenian day. I was going to say serene sight.
It's gonna be a bright Serenian day.
Serenian night. Okay. Anyways.
And that's where we get sued by Disney. Okay, guys, podcast over.
Yeah, I don't think we can fight them. Anyways.
And I have +4 strength, and I don't think I can.
Well played, sir. What are you two doing? Is Crosswire detoxified yet? And Saoirse, are you still asleep?
I would have been awake by now.
Okay.
Just looking, going through my book that I have since we were able to get some stuff when we were at the tower or fort thingy. Yeah, I'll just be kind of sketching in that when Ella comes over, and then I'll just play with her for a little while.
Yeah, she does. She seems to want you to kind of like tickle her belly, and she kind of like nibbles on your fingers as you do it. And you hear just laughter coming from her.
I just giggle.
On Crosswire's side, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you guys move him? Was he moved from last time?
I mean, not really. He just got like pushed off. Like,
Yeah, Dirk moved you to like underneath the hammocks.
yeah,
So
you're
you would
underneath
be, like in the
my
walkways.
hammock. Yeah, I'm at the top, and then it's Jay. It's Rain, and then you're on the floor. Is there 3 hammocks?
Yeah, there's 3 hammocks. But he's Crosswire's on the floor.
Right. Okay.
They're not lifting him up.
Like right underneath all those
Yeah.
flanking. Yeah.
Similar to the voice that was kind of echoing, it's a cold, emotionless. It's in Crosswire's voice, but lights are still off. You hear reboot complete, booting up process engaged, and you see Crosswire take a knee and stand directly up, pushing against the cots and just kind of
Yeah.
zooming.
You're
as,
just
like, the
covered
lights
in a
kind of flash
hammock.
back in. What is this? And Crosswire Just kind of pushes it off.
I'll just flop it off you.
Quite an odd place to fall asleep. Good morning, Sosha. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you? Feeling better?
Yes, whatever you gave me was it definitely had some magical effect on me. I don't seem to remember much of last night besides going to bed.
Oh yeah, it didn't fare too well with you. You definitely shouldn't take anything like that in the future.
Noted. That's all magic is meant for all creatures.
She gives you like a face like she was about to say something, and then she just like nods.
You can see Ella shaking her head no.
Ella, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Real good. I don't want to go up there. It's wet. I don't like wet feathers. Wet scales are something else, but feathers? Mm-mm.
Ella, like, is she covering both scales and feathers, or is it just...
She's an owl right now.
Oh, she's an owl currently. Okay, gotcha. And I kind of want to whisper, hopefully no one's in earshot, well, hopefully you won't have to be in feathers for much longer.
You can see her nodding her head.
That's it.
Okay.
Gonna go through my weapons.
Okay, yeah.
Stuff ready.
Rain, since you're on top, you can see Turok and Crake talking to one another. They seem to be at the bow of the ship. You can see you can see 77 kind of standing over both of them with a displeased look on her face as she's just kind of following the conversation as it's more or less one-sided. You don't see Crake talking actively at all. However, you do see what look like these hand signs. Seems to be signing to Turok. However, Turok is conversing in Draconic Serenian back, not doing any signs.
Am I close enough to hear what they're saying?
No. The ship's very long. You're at the very back, but you can definitely kind of see them.
I'm just gonna try to discreetly make my way over until they're within earshot, and just kind of make it look like I'm just walking about, taking in whatever.
Yeah. You can see. Did you meet Dirk yet?
Yeah, he would have. I think I saw him up on the deck before he went downstairs.
Okay. You can see Dirk, and as you're like walking by up front, you can see Dirk and Captain Dario kind of conversing to one another, and you see another Dragonborn walk up to them and also start talking. They seem to be. It seems to be the two officers, probably the first and the second, and they just seem to be talking about the state of the ship and what's going on. And then you, like, every once in a while, you can see one of them yelling at some of the crew to do something. As you get closer, you speak Draconic, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Turok is speaking. He is actually not speaking in Serenian, which is a dialect of Draconic. He's actually speaking Draconic. And the tail end of the conversation is, it doesn't matter. We have orders. We're going to follow them. If the new orders say that we have to be on the ground with them, we will be. Are you trying to be nonchalant?
Yeah, very. I'm trying to make it seem
then
that...
please make a stealth check.
Stealth check.
Or a performance, whatever you would prefer.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Then yeah, you feel pretty confident, and just seeing almost like a tourist. Yeah, they don't seem to be paying attention or noticing you. And that's a 20 total, or?
20 total.
Okay. You can see that 77 actually looks at you, and then looks back at the conversation.
I just give a polite head nod, like, okay, I acknowledge that you've seen me. I'm just gonna keep wandering.
It's more like she just looks up and then doesn't. It's like not even enough time for an exchange.
Then I don't do anything. Don't mind me, just a curious little wood elf.
Little wood elf on the wall. And after that line of talk from Turok, you can see Craig kind of shake his head and walk off.
Yep, just gonna hang out. Do I notice, like, anything that would look like a pouch that would contain orders, or specifically on Craig and Turok, do I notice anything that would look like it holds the important stuff that they want to keep on them, and like that they don't want to just leave laying about? Like, not something that they just want hanging in a backpack, but like something that they want to keep on their front kind of stuff, if that makes sense.
So it looks like Turok has a satchel. Seems to be some sort of black leather from some sort of animal. It has the engraving of the Steel Song on it, as well as where the clasp that closes it, and the clasp itself looks like the emblem of the Steel Song. And Craig is just wearing his leathers. He seems to have a few pouches on his chest, as well as his waist.
Cool.
You're looking at those two specifically, correct?
Yes, Craig and Turok specifically.
Okay. Yeah. Other than that, you would notice that Turok doesn't seem to be dressing out in whatever equipment he has, whereas Craig is wearing what looks like this black leather that is almost oily looking. There's a weird sheen to it. He also has a wicked looking crossbow on his back with what looks like barbed bolts and what looks like either two thin hand axes or battle axes. You're not quite sure.
And you said Turok is he's not really like dressed up yet. He's just kind of as is at this moment.
Yeah, he just seems to be wearing his fatigues. One thing you definitely notice is Craig seems to be very annoyed when he is walking around, as the Alta Mesa crew doesn't seem to stop and salute him at all, or stand to the side. They seem to just be going about their business and almost ignoring him. But they do stop and salute 77 and stand to the side. They give Turok the same treatment, but it doesn't look like Turok is bothered by this.
Don't mind me. When it's clear that the conversation is over, I'm gonna make a point to head in the direction that Craig was headed. Okay.
Yeah, he seems to be going towards the crystals, where you can see what looks like 6 Dragonborn Alta Mesa. They seem to be wearing that same rubber suit. However, their whole bodies seem to be covered in it, including their face, their tails, their feet, and their claws. Whereas the standard uniform you see is the claws are free, the tail is free, the hands are free, the face is free.
Okay. I also want to, when I approach or get over that way, I want to make it seem like I did a loop.
Okay.
Like
You can see that they have some sort of arcane tools and instruments that they seem to be going over these crystals. And you can notice that with some of the tools, there is this connection between the crystal and the tool, and it seems to be this lightning or energy, and it seems to be red right now, that connection.
I'm going to...
And most of the crew is giving the crystals like a 10-foot berth.
I'm going to walk up towards where Craig is, like I'm very interested, because I am, in what is going on with the crystals, and get just a little too close. And then I'm gonna look over and see who I'm standing to and take like a step back and just say, Captain, and then observe what is going on.
Okay. You see him nod his head, and he seems to be watching what they're doing as well. And there's definitely a look of interest, mild interest. Anyways, yeah, that crew seems to be going about, and just kind of there. You don't see any cracks, you don't see any fissures, fractures, or anything. And these crystals, right now, they seem to be opaque. Like it's just a solid red color. You can't really see into it. When it's the blue, you can definitely see a little bit into it.
I'm going to pull out the journal that we got at that tower way back when, that's magical, flip to like an empty page towards the back, and just kind of run my hand, like make an ordeal of like running my hand over it, writing the sentence, and I'm gonna ask Craig why, and show him the writing that says, why is it red? And see if he responds.
Craig, is it written in common?
I would have done Draconic.
You would have done Draconic? Yeah, he looks at the writing, and he kind of gestures his hand towards the book, the journal. And then he looks at it, interested, and just kind of looks back at you, and then looks at the book.
And I'd make a gesture of like, and just like writing with my finger.
Okay. He nods his head, and you can see him write low energy.
I'm gonna motion for the book back, and
he hands it to you.
And I'm write any reason to be concerned.
He shakes his head no.
Very well. Thank you. And I'm just gonna.
He gestures towards the book again.
I seriously hand it out to him.
Yeah, and he starts writing a few things. He says it's powered by the sun. You can store. A person can store their arcane essence into it, if need be. And you can make an intelligence saving throw. Quick too.
Intelligence saving.
13. You briefly remember Marcellus having a connection with these crystals.
Well, this is Robert here. These crystals, are they the same as the meteor rock that we found, or are they just different crystals? Okay, making sure.
They're just crystal. Seems to be crystals used in magic.
Can I ascertain if this is spice or not? Like,
I'm
not gonna ask Craig that. I'm just seeing if I am intelligent.
Yeah, you can roll
to...
you can roll an Arcana check, or did you get your hands on any spice? No, you guys just heard about it, right?
We just heard about it.
Yeah.
16
yeah, you
for
can
the
roll.
Arcana check. You're not there, Crosswire.
With a 15,
16.
16. You think that spice might be involved.
Okay. I'm just gonna write back. Well, out loud in Draconic, I'm gonna say fascinating.
He nods his head.
And then I'll take the journal back without being super rude and aggressive about it.
No, he offers it back to you. And he gives you a smile. He nods his head.
And I just respectfully nod and observe the process of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Not terribly interested in it any longer, and eventually I just wander away.
You can definitely
and
notice these Dragonborn seem to have different symbols on them as well. You've seen a few. The Alta Mesa have the officer. What looks, you can guess, is probably an ensign. And then these ones seem to have a distinctive mark that doesn't even seem to be a ranking.
I make a note to learn the Serenian ranking structure
They
with
all
somebody
are
who can verbalize it.
Yeah, they all are different based on the house.
Rain's gonna think to himself, and this is gonna get confusing, isn't it?
So, Saoirse, Crosswire, you guys just chilling below deck. Saoirse, you can tell that the ship is definitely going pretty slow, so if you want to fly around, you definitely can.
Okay, I'm just hanging out for now.
Cruise.
Devil, I actually wanna take out my my new weapon.
Okay.
Companion.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. I'm gonna think. Hello.
Oh, there's no response.
I'm going to pick up the weapon. And do I have any oil? Can I like grease it or something? I'm
There
gonna
would
take
have
out.
been there would have been a cleaning kit with the gun.
Can I clean it?
Yeah, you can definitely clean it.
Yeah. So I take out and I start polishing the handle and waxing it and just doing some fine maintenance to it. And I kind of want to say out loud. Hello, companion.
Yeah.
I hear this in my head, or is it spoken out loud? Weren't properly acquainted before, but hello.
You're my new gunslinger, right?
That is right.
All right, I'll be your companion through thick and thin.
Did I ask, what exactly are you?
The gun.
Well, I do see that, but you speak. Do you have a
Yeah.
soul?
I reckon I'm
Always a
not.
gun?
Frankly, I don't remember.
Do you remember where you're from? Because your accent sounds kind of familiar. I don't know.
No, can't recall. All I know is that I've been a companion for quite some time.
Companion to who, if you don't mind me asking? 99, perhaps?
Yeah, quite some time. I think he found me in a jungle, if I remember right.
So you are not of Steel Song Clan. You are
Nah, I don't know what that is.
99. Talk to you often?
I saved his life a lot.
And I hope you can do the same for me.
I plan on you do right by me. I'll do right by you.
How am I to do right by you?
Let me shoot people. I need to be shoot.
And like I said before, I bet we will get along just fine.
I reckon we
I
shall.
continue to clean. I continue to clean.
There is a positive connection that you feel with the companion.
That's good to hear.
Did you say that
Sure.
Rob was speaking out loud? Or Crossfire was speaking out loud?
At first he was. I don't know if he continued to.
After Hello Companion, I would have tried to go into my head.
You definitely feel a link with it. It is a very similar link that you feel when talking with Ella, some sort of telepathic link. Seriously, with your passive, you definitely see Crosswire kind of sit down, take out a cleaning kit for his gun, and say hello to the gun, and then just go about cleaning it, which doesn't seem too strange or anything.
Yeah, Saoirse's just sitting in the hammock with her sketchbook, scratching Ella's stomach if she's still there. Did she leave?
No, she's just kind of just chilling there. You can tell that
Scratching
she
her.
definitely doesn't want to go out where it's raining.
Yeah, she's just scratching her feathers on her belly.
Yeah.
Just singing the same tune over and over again. Kind of just like that same melody.
Rain, as you are kind of going about on the top deck, you can see one of the Dragonborn that is working on the crystals exclaim, and you see the crystals go from red to yellow.
Or is it just like a
No, it's more like positive, like a
like an aha?
kinda, yeah.
Okay.
It's almost, I mean, it's hard to translate into English, or like an all right kind of thing.
Got it.
Or like, oh yeah. And you can see one of the other Dragonborn kind of clap him on the back. And you definitely feel a subtle shift as the ship starts to go a little bit faster and gain altitude. And you can see now that you are heading into the heart of this storm.
Was the storm there previously? Or...
Yeah, it's been raining.
Okay.
It's been continuously raining. However, it seems like the airship is veering off to a side and going towards a section where there's lightning, and it seems much more turbulent.
Quick question.
Yes.
Can I hear the rain where I am under the deck?
No, you definitely can. You can hear the pitter patter on
Okay.
the deck.
I just remembered something as I was doing this plan in my head. She's gonna stop singing her song and speak to Ella out loud.
Okay.
And just say, "Oh, I have an idea. Do you want to come look? I'm going. Something fun's gonna happen. Do you want to come above deck?"
You can see her nodding her head vigorously.
Let's go. And I'm
Okay.
gonna kind of... I'll probably just fly off of my thing, and then if we're moving too fast, yep, consequences.
You'll have to fly like a little bit at a dash, but
Yeah, she'll realize that and then get down on the ground.
Okay.
But she'll fly off her hammock and then be like, "Whoa, this is weird."
yeah.
Right, we're flying. And then I'll walk up to the deck. No one told Saoirse.
No?
She's gonna go on the upper deck. She's gonna go out and start put her hands widespread and just taking in the rain, leaning her head back.
Yeah. It's starting to
And-
get heavier.
Just have a big smile on her face, and I'll try and I'm just gonna look to see what I can see in the sky, and then how much I can see to my left and right, and just kind of get an idea of this storm right now.
You are heading towards the thick of it, where there seems to be
So just all around my peripherals, it's just we're in the storm. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
you
not
can
like,
see-
oh, we have the storm mostly on our right side. We're in it. Okay.
and it's
Good.
getting louder as the wind is picking up. The rain is coming down much quicker and thicker, and you can see flashes in the clouds of lightning, and there's lightning coming down. And while you're doing this, you can see with your passive, as well as Rain, you can see that there is these long, it's like mesh wings that come out of the flayed wing, and you can see that there's bolts of lightning hitting it and going through the mesh into the ship.
Nice. As I see that, I see the wings and I go, oh, well, that totally works with my plan. And I'm going to look up into the sky and reach my hands like I'm about to grab onto something and just go, ah! And I'll cast Call Lightning.
Shit, okay.
Oh god. And then
And
we
I'll
have
try-
episode title.
And now I'll aim for the wings because I'm like, oh, I was just going to do this for fun.
Huh? Yeah. While this is going on, you can see crew. They're leaving you guys alone. Come up from below deck with these long, clear, almost like rubber hoses with these nozzles on the end. And there seems to be two. They're going to starboard and port, both sides. And they are going towards the mesh wings. And you can see that there is electrical charge stuck in the wings. It just seems to be going in this looping current. And you can see that the crew holding these hoses are pointing down the nozzle towards the wings. And you can see this connection attach. And you can see the lightning going through the hose and down into below deck. Yeah, you do a lot of damage when it's raining.
Yeah, I just read the end of the spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can
you do
control
extra
this
damage.
storm. I
Yeah.
can control this storm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3rd level spell, guys.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I
I
know.
never
what you're doing.
have got to use Call Lightning. My other druid didn't get to use it. Oh,
It's a fun spell.
God, I
For
know. Oh. Okay, yeah, she's just gonna... It lasts for 10 minutes, so she's just gonna... I gotta do this, seriously. She's just gonna keep going, ah! I am the goddess of thunder! And just keep shouting out of the sky and holding up her hands. And then, like, motioning with her hand on the one side of the wing, and then her other hand motioning from the sky downwards to the other wing, and like creating the lightning strikes on those two wings.
Fortunately for you, you just look like you're crazy because this is just happening regardless. And these metal mesh wings seem to just attract the lightning.
My
And-
lights right now are just like sparkling like they're kind of like electrifying closer where they usually don't connect. They're like electrifying, like lightning connecting the dots in like that very lightning color instead of my like yellowish hue that they have.
And you can just see Ella just like, oh my gosh, she's doing this with her brain.
Do I hear her screaming like a madman?
No, because you can hear the Dragonborn are singing a song while they're doing this. And they're just basically saying lightning, lightning in a bottle. Gonna zap you in the ass. Lightning, lightning in a bottle. Gonna kick you in the ass. And they're just kind of chanting that over and over again. Eventually you can definitely see Saoirse if you're walking around.
I was about to say...
But it is pretty terrifying for you, Rain. You're in this storm and there's lightning that's hitting the ship.
Yeah, I would have immediately gone to inspect like the wings coming out and the lightning strikes, and like I would have gone to at least look. Now that once I realized the lightning is striking these and it's on purpose and it's intended, like I would have been able to like infer that as soon as it started happening.
Sure.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft and have just like I'm just gonna have like, oh no, that doesn't really work. We're already flying. I'm trying to think of a harmless sensory effect.
I mean, there's quite a few sensory effects going on right now.
Exactly. Stuff is already happening. The wind is already blowing on her. It's already raining. That's control water. Damn it, I can't think of anything cool. Yeah, alright, no. I can't think of anything. She's just gonna keep doing what she's doing.
While you're screaming and stuff, you can see that at the very back of the ship, in the aft section, you can see Dario, the first mate, and Dirk, and what you assume to be the second mate, kind of just watching all of this. Dario has definitely a smile on his face as he's watching the crew capture the lightning. Dirk is just very relaxed and chilled, as he always is. And the second mate seems to be tentatively watching the whole situation. They seem to be a little bit on the smaller side, probably 5'5", definitely a small dragonborn.
I will use Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours, just to check on this storm.
It's going to be rain, and then probably... Does it, the weather, all weather for the next 24 hours?
My location. So basically,
rain and then heavy clouds.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost like fog.
Can I do like a little flavor thing here? Since I'm doing Druidcraft while doing Call Lightning and technically controlling the storm, can I get an idea of where the storm is headed in relation to where we're headed? Because I don't know where
it is heading. You can tell. You are heading north.
Yeah, she's not paying attention.
It is heading south.
Okay.
No.
I am the goddess of thunder!
And then Ella screaming with you. And you can see her, like, mimicking when you put your hands down. She puts a wing down, too. And then she puts another wing down when you do it as well. And she, like, kind of flutters on top of your head and is just copying you. And Rain, eventually you come across Ella and Saoirse just screaming. You just hear, like, an owl screech and, like, mimicking Saoirse's hand movements and stuff with her wings.
I am the primordial goddess of water and stars. I can't even do the accent about it.
One thing you notice is Dario, the first mate, and the second mate are not wet. The rain seems to be going around them in a bubble.
That's what I wanted to do with my Druidcraft, but I was like, I can't do that.
That'd be like...
it's like control
the
water.
Wind or control water.
I know.
Make a little umbrella with air.
No, I was trying to do Katara when she stops the water. She just holds the droplets in the air. That's what I was trying to do. Sorry, Jay.
No, it's eventually, like, whenever Rain gets around and sees this, he's gonna put two and two together and see that, like, when a hand comes down, an actual bolt of lightning comes down.
It's a little blue. The lightning's a little blue.
And it's a little bluer than the rest of the lightning. Rain is gonna walk up and go, Sorry to interrupt your primordial.
Yes.
Remind me to talk to you about how they would like us to not use magic once they're done. Thanks. Bye.
You can't stop the
I don't attempt to. I literally say that.
That's Ella saying it.
Oh. Okay. And to Ella, I say I'm not trying to. Just we're gonna have to remind her later. I know better. Say to Ella.
Crosswire's under the deck, just thinking, I wonder what my friends are doing right now.
Screaming. That's what they're doing.
I hear them at all? Like
No,
I
it's
don't,
it's
right? Okay.
no. The storm is loud.
I'm a tiny little fairy.
Yeah.
I don't make much volume, and I don't have thaumaturgy. I was like, wait, do I? Oh.
After I pass Ella and Saoirse, I am going to make my way back to Dirk and Dario.
I need some tea.
If
Okay,
there- if anybody else needs to do anything, otherwise I'll just proceed with my exploration.
I am not stopping what I'm doing for 10 minutes as long as this lasts. A bunch of different stuff is said. No one's listening to her, but she's saying like just all manner of crazy, awesome, fairy, selkie nonsense.
Yeah, the crew is definitely vibing with you. They're kind of.
Oh, I'm feeding off of it.
Mhm.
Hard, yeah. Oh, I'm
The
getting
crew
in it.
definitely likes your energy.
Produce flame out of the palms of my hand as I call down the lightning.
Okay.
I'm done now.
Okay.
Rain, as he's walking away, sees an orange glow from behind him that just kind of disappears and reappears.
It's blue.
in- Blue, sorry.
It's okay.
So he doesn't do anything because the colors match, so he doesn't think anything else of it.
Yeah. You can see Dario definitely is looking past you at the screaming fairy, and there's a small smile on his face.
I approach and I go, so I told you sometimes there's no ill intent.
Well, I think we're gonna have to maybe give her a cut. Actually, I think she's helping us.
I'm glad we could be of assistance, Captain.
Yeah.
Pardon me, I don't believe I've met your other crewmate here.
No, this is my second.
Pleasure to meet you.
They kind of look up at you, or they look at you. I forget how tall you are, but I think you're around the same height.
5'6".
Yeah, you're around the same height. Nods their head.
I am Rain. I'm sure you know. Everybody seems to know who we are.
Yeah.
Just kind of a
you're-
defeated chuckle.
Zan.
Zan,
Zan.
but pleasure to meet you.
Then they kind of go back to looking at the crew and stuff. Zan, I told you. We've done this 1,000,000 times. It'll be fine. And you can see Zan just kind of wave their hand and then walk away.
Oh, I am curious what exactly this is that is going on. I can deduce
What?
that you're absorbing the lightning in the wings and channeling it somewhere.
He kind of looks past you and seems to be looking for someone or something. This is a little side business we have.
Oh,
Lightning in a bottle.
very interesting. What is this lightning used for, if you didn't mind me asking? If I'm overstepping, please do let me know. I'm very curious. It's a phenomenal operation.
It's lightning in a bottle. You open up the bottle, lightning shoots out of it. You vaporize whatever you're pointing it at.
Well, is there a certain method to do this? I'm not trying to step on your business, but I could.
Arcane technology.
Oh,
You
Very
saw
well.
those folks that were working on the crystals earlier?
yes.
Those are my artificers.
Oh, those are the folks that combine science and magic, correct?
Yeah. They
Most
have a whole
interesting.
technique. This little venture was actually thought up by Dirk. You see Dirk nod his head. Yeah. Pretty smart. I always say, broken clock. Ain't that right? Kind of pats Dirk on the back.
Well,
You see Dirk nod their head.
who's your primary clientele for this? Do you use it for personal use? As defense?
If
or-
need be, yeah, it can be used for defense. We usually sell it up north.
Oh,
If you
interesting.
point it up in the sky, sometimes it has the chance of starting a storm.
Again, forgive me if I'm being too forward.
Just ask your questions.
I would like to buy one of these jars.
Well,
and
I think
learn
we
the-
might owe you a few. Maybe looks back and you can see Saoirse just screaming.
Just screaming.
Ah! I am the primordial goddess!
This is when I really wish we had the video feed going because this is just great.
Yeah, well, and that's why I would be curious to more so know the technique on a smaller scale. I could see our party having use of this going forward, and as you can see, my fairy friend is very intent on calling
I don't think,
lightning.
you have to be kind of up high in the storm.
Okay.
You need the energy at its source.
Very
A
well.
lot of it is already dissipated by the time it hits the ground, where you'll probably be. Though I think you could probably do it up in some mountains, Pale Peaks, or the Spires, if you were to end up that way.
Brain just kind of chuckles and remembers it when they were just going to go on a casual adventure to the Pale Peaks 2 days ago.
Yep.
And but very well, I would be willing to compensate you for a few of these jars. As
Don't worry
well.
about it.
Well, thank you.
They're about 3,000 gold a bottle, so.
Well then, very, very much thank you.
Yeah, I can probably, with a harvest like this, Saoirse, how many
Yes.
D10s is it per every 6 seconds with a storm going on?
Okay. It is. Sorry, I just have to pull the spell back up again. I know it's 3d10.
Base,
Call lady.
right?
That's not call lady. There it is. Yeah, so it's a 3d10, and then if you're in a storm, it's 1d10. And I didn't cast it at a higher level, so that doesn't increase anymore. So it's 4d10 every 6 seconds.
Yeah, I can probably get you 6 bottles.
Wonderful. Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, if you want to sell them, you'll probably get scalped for it. We sell wholesale bulk.
Very.
If you want to sell to somebody specific, the tieflings, Seamouth, they love this shit. And there's a lot of adventurers that way too. They definitely like talking with them. You probably can scalp them, honestly.
Good to know. I
Lots of
didn't.
adventurers coming in and out of Seamouth right now. I heard there is a portal that opened up from Toril to this world.
Oh, shit.
From where?
Toril, Faerun. There's also other comments on it.
Aren't you from Toro? Rain?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Toril's the planet from Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms. Aren't you from Faerun?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
My whole village is like
Homebrew, right?
exiled himself. Yeah, it's the homebrew world. Yeah, just
Okay. I
We're
misunderstood.
off in our own little forest because we.
I
Right. I think I told you guys, but whatever.
don't think so.
I think
I don't remember.
I told somebody, but it's fine.
It might have been Marcellus, or it might have been at Dragonborn. Yeah,
Indeed.
there's a lot of adventurers coming in. I think Varrock is trying to get some help in clearing out Grenmere from make it more hospitable.
Well, I don't intend to sell these, but it's nice to know that they are of value if we find ourselves in a situation.
Definitely. Like I said, just pop open the bottle, lightning shoots right out. About 120 feet.
I need a new page for my notes.
Though you might need a special container to hold the bottle. You can break open the bottle, and if that happens, then bad for everybody around.
Yeah,
But
well,
if you have a bag of holding, though, right?
Indeed.
Then you'll be fine.
Very well. I'll just make sure I section them off within there to keep them safe.
You'll be fine.
Mechanical question. I'm guessing these are going to work the same as what kind of
lightning
spell?
spell.
Lightning
The
spell.
lightning spell. The level 3 lightning spell. The DC will be 15.
Okay.
8d6.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing as a fireball.
Yeah. Nope. I don't have anything else at this moment. I'm going to see. During this whole process, did I see Craig or Turok do anything of noteworthy?
They
Just
seem to
going forward, know that I'm going to be
following
observing
their
them,
movements.
following their movements, and trying to like just watch them and pay attention to them
Yeah,
casually at all times.
You can see Crake seems to be at the. I'm sorry, Turok seems to be at the front end of the ship, just kind of enjoying the rain and the lightning. He does look a little anxious, though it looks like excitedness also, because this is kind of a sight to see. Crake doesn't seem to be on the top deck as you look around, and as you're talking with Dario, the bubble that was around them seems to have moved away, and it seems to be following Zan as you're watching them. The rain doesn't seem to be hitting them at all as you start to get wet again.
I just let the rain fall. It doesn't bother me all that particular much.
Yeah.
Is Craig still behind me watching them work on the crystal?
No, he left a while ago.
Okay.
When it started going into the heart of the storm, he went below. You're pretty sure he went below deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch and
Crossfire.
observe.
When you're below deck, you can see that some of the Dragonborn start to take out these lanterns that seem to kind of look like hourglasses, and they start hanging them up, and you see them twist it, and it starts glowing this dull orangish color, and you can see that there's heat kind of coming off of them. Seem to be like little space heaters, and you can see some of the Dragonborn set up these tables and seem to be playing cards and just doing recreational things. You can see a few Dragonborn seem to be doing something with their claws, their 4 digits. They have this wicked looking, jagged looking dagger and seem to be playing what you assume 4-finger fillet. And you can see a few Dragonborn seem to be playing dice. A few are playing cards. And in the center of the ship, you can see a few Dragonborn with these. There is this large glass cylinder that you can see these hoses that are attached to, and you can see it filling up with this lightning.
Crossfire is going to get a padding companion as he places it into his holster, and he's going to walk up to the Dragonborn that are bottling lightning.
Yeah, you can see that they're putting this the bottle just straight against the glass, and some way, somehow, the bottle fills up with lightning, and then you can see them just pull it off, and it seems to be sealed shut. And it looks like a kind of a long mason jar, almost.
Hello, good sir. What might you be up to?
And turns to look at you. Common, not good.
I say it in Giant.
And just turns to look at you and just shakes its head.
Does anyone here speak Common? I kind of say that to the whole group.
Yeah, there seems to be 6 of them that seem to be working on this. One of them comes up to you. Yeah, I speak it.
Hello, what's your name?
Turo?
Toro? Oh, hello, Toro. My name is Crosswire. Do you mind explaining to me what exactly is going on over here?
Yeah, we're bottling lightning.
Say that like it's a common occurrence. How do you bottle lightning?
Magic?
Since
I'm sorry,
Okay,
there's
makes
like a weird arcane formula that we came up with. Makes sense in our head. I don't know if you understand Arcana, so I can't really explain it to you. But there's magic.
I wouldn't have ever Crossfire would never like have seen bottled lightning before in Eberron. Would he?
An Everon? Maybe, probably not. That's mostly just spellcasters casting lightning at you.
Yes, directly at me.
Yeah, basically.
What is the purpose of this bottle of lightning here? Is it some sort of energy power source, a weapon?
It's pretty equivalent to the lightning spell. Just kind of point and shoot. Or if you get you point it up in the sky, you can get lucky and create a storm.
It's quite interesting. How much would it cost to procure one of these?
3,000.
I
GP.
I definitely don't have anyone near that, but, and I looked at the card table. Maybe we can, work something out.
Oh, I don't gamble. Mm-mm.
No?
Yeah, that's how I end up with Clan Alta Mesa. Just, I needed to pay bills and, debt builds up.
I'm guessing that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Ruins lives.
Well, perhaps just the game for fun, then.
Sure. What do you want to play?
Well, what sort of games do you play here upon this ship?
Well, there's Joaquin's Gambit. Okay.
Wow, it was almost as if like some sort of pig or something snorted from some weird. Wow, that was odd.
Mhm. You can play War. There is Dragonborn's Chance.
I now need these double or
I mean, as Rob or as Crosswire?
as Crosswire.
Uh,
I think I would. I think I would know War.
you would probably know. You would definitely know War. You wouldn't know Joaquin's Gambit. She's a deity from Faerun, Forgotten Realms, and you wouldn't know Dragonborn's Chance.
My experience, I don't usually play with something as dangerous as War, but I am familiar with that card game.
Yeah, I mean, pretty common. Who has the higher suit?
Are the cards on the table, like, can I see, are they different from, like, kind of normal playing cards?
They definitely seem different than normal playing cards.
Can I kind of, like, associate, or
Oh
is
yeah,
it just
they only seem to be numerical. There doesn't seem to be any face cards.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, there seems to be 8 cards, 8 values in total.
Okay.
1 through 8.
Yeah, so I is there, like, an empty spot at the table that I can sit at?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of space. Like I said, the ship's pretty big. 100 feet long, about 20, 30 feet wide.
So, so like I start playing. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you all work for Clan Alta Mesa, correct?
Yep. Clan Alta Mesa.
Yes. How long have you all worked here on this particular vessel?
Well, I guess I'm the head artificer, but Clan, the ship's a little different. Most of us, we don't have a lot of airships. Most of us are stationed on airships. There's probably about 8 Mesa ships in service.
And do you all bottle this lightning?
No, that's probably against regulation. It can be very dangerous if one of us mess up the formula.
So, any chance are you extracting it from the sky above by looking up, like just like because I hear the storm, correct?
Yeah, it's we're probably going. Not probably. We are going through a storm right now. There is this mesh wings that we've created that tracks the lightning, keeps it in a loop, and then he kind of gestures towards those hoses that are connected to the big glass cylinder in the center. There's some crew up deck that points these hoses at the mesh, and it tracks it, and it gets sucked up into the glass cylinder.
quite interesting. So as the Ultimate Mesa clan, how closely do you work with the Steel Song?
Pretty closely, especially with the airships. Alta Mesa and Steel Song, we help them with the Inferno diving. So we go in there. Every one of our ships has 2 riders that helps drop them off or picks them up if need be. And yeah, but as like the steel, but the song's different because the Inferno divers are different than the Steel Song.
Can I roll to see if I'm winning the card game?
Yeah, actually, there's rolling involved. It's just a D8 against a D8.
Oh, sick. Nice. Okay. Get some nice dice ASMR. 7.
6. You take a 6.
Any chance, have you seen any others that are a bit ordinary to the regular Steel Sun soldiers, adventuring parties, perhaps with symbols like these? And I hold up the back of my the hand to reveal the Black Circle logo.
No, never seen that before.
Just a silly question, I was just wondering.
Thought it was a tattoo.
Well, like a tattoo, it appears to be on my body for a long period of time, and
Oh, okay.
like a tattoo, I don't particularly try to make a joke here about regret, but I'm not coming up with anything. Damn it, Robert. Okay, yeah. Moving on. Yeah, tattoos.
Well, I mean, if you want more tattoos, there's a artist who does magical tattoos up in Grandmere. Pretty famous.
What would that artist be named?
Le Pen.
A pen.
Yeah, I heard he's weird. Some overly obese drow.
What's the difference from a magical tattoo compared to a real one?
Can do stuff for you. I don't know. I think I met one Kadar soldier who had one once. He had a shield, I think, tattooed on his back or on his chest. I don't remember.
These tattoos bestow power upon the wielder, or
Magic, yeah.
or-
I would assume so. This was before I really got into being an artificer.
As an artificer, or the head artificer, what is your job upon this vessel?
Make sure the ship doesn't crash and burn.
An important job.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm guessing you're doing it quite well, seeing how
We're
it
not
appears
crashing and burning?
we- Exactly.
I think I do hear one screaming sound, but if there was more screaming, then we'd be crashing and burning. Yeah, there it is. again.
Yes. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Something about it sounds familiar to me. Can I roll again to see if I win?
Yeah, of course. Just let me know when you want to roll.
6.
Wow, I rolled a 5. You take his 5.
It's a shame that
That's
we aren't
not-
gambling.
Not for me. But don't take us Alta Mesa as the general sense of all Alta Mesans. We're a strong clan. However, most of us are Wyvern Riders. We are
Quite
the
interesting.
air cavalry of the Serenian military. We don't, unfortunately, have a say in military matters. It's just between the 3 greater houses, but we're very influential, important, and They do listen to our leaders.
And who may those leaders be? The captain or perhaps someone
No.
higher up?
Higher up. There is. We have 3 leaders: the head breeder, the head breaker, and the head rider.
Quite intriguing.
Like I said, we don't generally represent the clan Alta Mesa. The people that do are the ones up top on the roost. There's 4 of them. We have 4 riders with us. 2 Wyverns, 4 riders.
Besides being the air military, is there any other kind of
Mostly
main?
House Thulin. They have the airships.
My bad.
No,
Is there anything else I should know about Alta Mesa?
Well, you can know our house words. A solid saddle makes for a solid steed. We're mostly dragonborn. Exclusively on the airships, we're dragonborn. Well, except for the captain, but that's a unique situation that I don't know about. But he's a good captain. And
He seemed to be a fair one from when I spoke to him.
yeah, he's a good captain. Most of us are dragonborn. Taldroxy, Maldroxy. We're actually one of the few houses that most of our military is volunteer.
Will you volunteer?
Yeah, like I said, kind of had some debt built up. Yeah, I did gambling, but I had debt before that. It's a lot of student debt. It's crazy.
Guessing becoming an artificer is
Yeah, it took a while to
no
learn.
easy
I was like,
task.
I thought I could make it big on some inventions, and then I needed money, but none of the investors were interested. And then I started gambling to try and make that money. And then I got in deep with some people, and now I'm working here.
Perhaps did you try going on the popular TV show Dragonborn's Den?
No, that didn't work. I thought about it though.
No, you guys are Shark Tank in the U.S. Damn it, that's a Canadian.
Yeah, I
thing.
was like, I don't get it.
I caught the reference, but yeah,
I did too.
knew the Canadian version was something different.
What is the Canadian version called?
Dragon's Den.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna
really?
say, I was pretty sure
That's
it's
pretty
Dragon.
cool
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
The Dragonborn's Den?
He told us about this. I just totally forgot the name.
I didn't know. I don't remember this.
Sorry, our Canadian
For
listeners. will
Canadian listeners,
get it. Laugh now.
boot A. Yes, laugh now. Jay, if you could just put like a huge laugh track.
Yeah, I'll
in
put a
or
laugh
something.
track in right
Insert it.
here.
But yeah, that's paid off though. But I'm still here. I renewed my contract because it's good, pays well. Part of my life. These are my brothers and sisters.
Well, I'm happy you found a purpose, a place for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm
Also,
still looking
Well,
for
Captain comes up
purpose.
with cool things for me to invent and work on. Things that help with
Like what?
diving. Well, I came up with a signal beacon for the Helldivers. Have you met Helldivers? Inferno divers? Have you met the any of them? Any of the Night Sisters or any other ones?
Don't believe I have.
Well, they had a standard issue sidearm, and I got to tinkering on it, because I asked 77 if I could, and she let me, and I added a flare that shot fairy fire from it, but you can also shoot it up into the sky, and it's a signal flare. It also burns
Oh.
really bad,
Well, how about this?
and it
If
became standard issue on all their sidearms. I got a big bonus for that.
It won't be too much trouble. Perhaps if I win this next hand, could maybe do me a favor
Depends on the favor.
and reaches down around companion and grabs his crossbow and places it on the table. Perhaps you can do something similar for me.
Probably. Well, the thing is that he kind of gets a little quieter. I don't have any spice on me. I don't have any spice shot. That's what it needs. Though I can get you some bolts, nicer bolts, probably some elemental bolts.
Would appreciate that greatly.
All of our crew uses, none of our crew uses gunpowder or spice powder. We all use crossbows. So, and I like tinkering on bolts, so I can definitely make you some. If you win, and if I win, you let me look at that piece on your side.
I want to thank Penn and is that okay?
What?
I'm thinking it.
Oh, you're thinking companion? Oh, is that okay? I gotcha. Yeah. I reckon that's fine.
You have yourself a wager.
Alright. Okay.
Just a 6.
Out of 5.
Oh my god.
Damn it! It's always one off. Why is it always one off? Every time. Every
I
time.
believe this is yours for the
Yeah.
time being.
Yeah, I'll make you some elemental bolts.
I appreciate that greatly.
And how about this? Do you have shots or shells? What does that thing take? Shells? Bullets?
It does take it does take cartridges of some kind. I wrote it down. Wait.
It looks like a breech loaded, so it's probably shells.
Yes, I believe it is a shell. Yes, it is loadable. It does take.
Here, how about
Munition.
this? Double or nothing. If you win the next one, I will make you some spice shot. I have a little bit left over. You give me, I can probably do 6 of them. And it'll beef up the shot a little bit. I just gotta take out what's in there and change the powder and stuff. But if I win, you let me do a thorough examination of you. And let me see your piece.
Thorough examination of me.
Yeah, you're a Warforged.
I guess somewhat of my making is kind of an artificer's.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
How about this?
Huh.
If I win,
Uh-huh.
I get the 6 shots,
Uh-huh.
and I get the crossbow bolts.
Alright, fine. Yeah, I can... Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
God damn it, I'm gambling again.
Let's just see.
It's a sickness.
This is a 7, my friend.
I rolled another 5.
And I believe both of you is. I believe this is yours again. I believe I'm 6 bolts.
Yeah. I'll make you 12 bolts, and I'll get you 6 spice shot. It'll
Okay.
take me a few days, though.
All the time you need, my friend. And if you do have any questions, feel free to ask.
Okay.
I take the crossbow and just be like, "Shut up there! We're playing cards."
What are the two of you doing? Saoirse, it's been 10 minutes.
I was gonna say I did find out that I have shape water, which I forgot about. So after I had like done the call lightning, could I have done the Katara thing? Because I can instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water in a 5-foot cube.
Yeah, you can do it around you for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Katara thing where she just freezes all of the water drops around her. So I'm gonna freeze the water drops around me, within my like 5-foot base, and I'm gonna change them my blue color. So bring out a little bit more of the blue in the water, and I still have my blue flames going, and that's what I've been doing the whole call, the whole 10 minutes.
Okay.
But after that, I'll just kind of. That was fun. I'll like look up on my head, like tilt my head up. Ella's on my head.
You're like a golden god.
Why, thank you. I just recently acquired that ability, and I haven't been able to use it yet. And I got the inspiration, and
It was a good time.
that was fun.
Yeah, I'm soaking wet now too, but that was worth it.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Can we go below?
I'm actually going to chill out here for a little bit. If you want to go meet, hanging out in my hammock.
Can you give me terrain?
Oh, I'll bring you down. Or do you want to go? You want to go to Rain?
Rain. Can you just
Yeah,
take
yeah.
me to Rain?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go find Rain.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Rain's
he
on
is.
the top deck. I'm assuming
Okay.
just
Yeah,
I was like, Saoirse will look around. She's pretty perceptive, so.
when she
I'm
wants
just
to.
chilling.
You're on the top deck. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring her over to Rain, and then I'll just go. I'm gonna go to the bow.
Okay.
Yeah, and just kind of see if I can like climb up to be able to like look over the ledge at least and like see higher or anything. Is there anything like I can climb up a little bit or find something to like a box to move?
I would have gone with her if I'm done talking to the captain or whatever. So
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
would you like a hand?
At the bow of the ship are the Night Sisters. That kind of seems to be their hangout area.
I walk past the.
They let you, I mean, they don't stop you or anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't really acknowledge him. I just keep going to the bow of the ship and. Yeah, I just want to look over. Nothing else. It's just contemplative
Okay. Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, as you look over, you can see the desert landscape. There isn't much like detail you can get. There's just kind of dunes everywhere. Yeah. Roll me a D100 actually.
Oh, okay. $86.
6. With an 86, as you kind of look over, probably 20, 30 miles in a northeast direction, you can see what looks like this dune moving. And then emerging from it is this massive cylindrical creature that comes out and then goes back in and burrows. And it is gargantuan. You can't really get a clear color, but you think it might have been purple.
Did you see that? Oh,
What?
whoa, that was really cool. Off in the distance, there was like this gargantuan creature. I think it was like a purple, and it was kind of like cylindrical, and it was like a moving dune, and it came out, it emerges out from the sand, and just submerged back under. Did you see that?
I did not. But do I have any idea?
You can roll a
Just about northeast here.
Nature, Arcana, History.
Oh yeah, can I do that as well?
Yeah.
You said a gargantuan cylindrical purple thing.
I rolled history because I probably would have only read about it in books.
Yeah,
and I
history.
got a 16.
16? It's a purple worm. Probably pretty sure it's a purple worm.
Okay, and then what were the options? History and
Nature. You can do nature if you want. Or Arcana.
okay. Oh, low roll there. That should be a 9 for
It's
nature.
purple, and it's a worm.
Mhm.
Or a snake or something.
Yeah, I'll stick with my description that I gave him.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. It's
Yeah,
basically all you need to give.
That's a 9. Yeah, that's a 9 description. Yeah. Oh, wow.
It sounds to me like it. I've read of these. It's just plainly
No.
called a purple worm.
Oh, Jay, do you know what a purple worm is?
You said I did based on. My
No, like
roll.
J.
Oh, JJ? No.
JJ? JJ?
I just looked it up. So
Yeah.
I
Oh, you did?
It actually was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're highly poison or
Yeah.
venomous.
I'm looking at it.
Highly venomous. Very territorial. Burrowing creatures. Usually they're in like rocky places, mountains. Don't remember specifically if they're in deserts or not. But they are terrifying and extremely dangerous if you find yourself up against one. Like,
Yeah,
if you are close to one, you're probably gonna die.
Line sight and third tremor sense in 60 feet. Wow. Okay. These
Don't look at stats.
suck. Oh, sorry.
Bad player. Bad.
I just wanted.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna forget. But
I know. It's fine.
Have you
I
ever
just closed
seen
out of it.
have you ever seen anything like that before?
Drawing.
No, but I've read of such things. They're
It's a
quite
purple
terrifying.
worm.
Yes, from.
It's a
and
large worm.
And I'll just give like a vague description of what I know about it. Just a massive creature that they are fearsome to behold from all accounts that I've read. And like I said, I've never experienced one in person, but
You said they're
Someone's-
territorial.
yes, it's what is understood if you enter their dominion.
Cool.
Be prepared to defend yourself. So,
This
hope
world
you're
is
ready.
fascinating.
I hope you
Believe
remember
they're-
where that was.
Monstrosities. Is that what it says? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they're monstrosities.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
So, Saoirse, you would know that they're not beasts. Which
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get into.
I would catalog that space in your brain if you have a vague recollection of where we're at.
Oh, you don't really know where we are.
Yeah, well, hopefully we don't go back that way.
I mean, if it's a massive creature and it's territorial, it's probably got a big territory. So, I mean, eh. But anyway, that's just, this world is so fascinating. I thought the material realm was so boring compared to the Feywild, but it's still pretty boring, but it's not as boring as I thought it would be.
Well, I'm glad we could exceed your expectations. I'm gonna try to be eavesdropping on the.
Well,
Night
as you
Sisters
guys are
if you're
talking,
about
you
anything.
can see one of the Night Sisters come up to you.
Oh.
Saoirse. You can see that it is.
Oh, hi!
Let me get it real quick. It is 8-8. You can see the tattoo on her neck. Yeah. I see you guys have just seen Krogana.
Krogana.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's,
Does that
in
name
your-
mean anything
uh,
in your language?
No. It's
No?
just a name.
Okay. Sorry, where I'm from, most of our names mean something.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Korgana.
Krogana.
Krogana, sorry. Thank you.
We call her the Queen of the Desert.
Awesome.
The Stormweaver has a big old scar from her.
No.
Yeah. She's also destroyed, I think, 8 of our rails.
Ah.
Hard to fight things in the dirt.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we kind of came upon that on the rails. Some arachnid, large beasts with pincer
sandpegs?
thing.
Punkheads.
Shush. RPing, Rob. I'm RPing. I don't think we were told they were song kegs. Either way, Saoirse wouldn't remember. She loves to learn about animals, but knowledge is out the window.
Yep.
Wow, that's alright, but I'm just messing with you. This world is just so fascinating.
Deadly?
Sure, or fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm Saoirse, by the way. Nice to meet you. I hold out a hand.
Yeah, she accepts hers. I'm 88.
88. Nice to meet you.
What do I notice about these like dragonborns, like descriptions and stuff? I don't think we got descriptions of them last time.
They are red. They are all red.
Dragonborn,
Well,
right?
They're all red dragonborn. All Maldroxy. The 4 that are not 77 look identical. Same height, same build, same physique. Same golden eyes. Teeth structure, everything. But almost eerily so as well.
Clones.
Almost like they come in a batch.
Ooh.
Yeah. They all have the standard issue gear. Large axe. Well, it looks like you probably assume to be a bag of holding of some sort. And the Inferno Diver sidearm. Dressed in a half plate. And their armor is 99's was a green, almost like a beetle green color with the sheen. This one's a red chrome.
Have you ever had to do battle with Krogana?
No, definitely not. We leave her alone.
Hmm.
She could really hurt Serene if she wanted to. The city.
Any speculation as to why she has not?
A lot of people. Loud, noisy. She's not dumb. She might die if she does it. There's a lot of firepower in Serene. Same reason why the Stormweaver hasn't attacked it either.
Yes, I suppose the common sense does rule the day most often than not.
Yeah, most animals don't pick fights unless they absolutely need to.
That's
Speaking
true.
of picking fights, any advice you would like to give us, would be willing to provide us in regards to going on one of these dives with you?
Yeah. I'm probably the nicest of my sisters. The others will probably see you as a hindrance. And if any of you get caught up in something, they'll either leave you behind so you can scream and make a lot of noise and attract more attention while we leave you. Or if they're feeling sentimental, they'll put a bullet in your head so you don't have to suffer whatever fate.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
Yeah. You have to,
Rain just looks like Rain. After Saoirse says that, just kind of looks down and is just like, okay.
Are the
Yeah.
sisters like right next to us?
No,
Still talking
not
to themselves?
necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, they're at the front of the ship, but they're not like within earshot or anything.
Okay.
I imagine you should probably listen. And she looks at Saoirse. To her, the Emerald Green Inferno is just as deadly as the Feywild probably is.
Oh.
There are safe spots and safe people you can talk with and communicate with, and assume everything else is out to get you.
Right.
Well, duly noted.
Also, you have to look out for yourself. If one of your companions gets caught, you have to leave them. 2 dead is worse than 1.
I suppose that is the cruel calculus of life, isn't it?
Yeah, did 77 give you the whole spiel of we're not soldiers, we're survivors?
I
No.
believe I
Oh.
received the spiel. I communicated
Okay,
with 77 last night. My apologies, Saoirse.
No. It's fine.
We in the Steel Song, the divers, were specifically bred for this. Created. So, and even us have a very high mortality rate. So, yeah, you have to look out for yourself.
Well, we'll bring what skill and prowess we can to the dives without being a hindrance.
If you get separated, or end up by yourself, you are, well, water is important. You can die of thirst there, which is weird because it's a jungle. Rains a lot there, so there are insects that will each, and she gestures to both of you, devour you both. Tiny ones that you can't stop. We have some ointments for you. I believe the metal one will be fine, and fortunately, our hides are a little too thick for them. Kill any lizard folk you see. Kill any humans you see. Careful of the grungs. They'll like to play tricks on you and watch you brutally die.
What are grungs?
These little frog people.
Oh. That sounds like the Feywild.
Yeah. Be very cordial and respectful if you come across any Aarakocra. Most of them look like hawks with yellow beaks. There's a lot of nuanced things to it. It's hard to explain into words. Did she give you the survival guide?
Oh, yeah, yes, she did. Saoirse,
Read it. It'll help you.
and I hand one to Saoirse as long as I'm thinking about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
She'll tuck it in her armor so it doesn't get wet.
Yeah, it'll help you. Tell you what fauna you can and can't eat, what flora you can and can't eat.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
How to prepare water, how to find your directions if you don't have magic to help you. It'll give you a few phrases in Grung, Orin, and Draconic. The humans and lizard folk speak Draconic. Oh, and you might hear my sisters call them sliz. That's the lizard folk. It's a
Okay.
derogatory term
Oh,
for lizard folk.
understood.
Just out of curiosity, why is it a kill on sight of the humans and lizard folk?
They'll eat you?
Oh, right. I may have made this up in my head, but I remember something about them being cannibalistic, or
Yeah, they'll eat
Okay.
you or sacrifice you.
yes. Oh,
Or sacrifice you, then eat you. Or
Whoa.
eat you and sacrifice you. It depends on their mood.
Sure, why not?
well, whatever floats your boat.
Not my boat.
When you say boat, she uses shape water to take the rain droplets and make like a little boat in front of us and make it look like it's like floating in a sea.
Rain smirks. He's amused.
Yeah, I'll do my best to keep an eye out for you. Anya. Being quiet is important. There are things that always want to eat you. There are a lot of fiends and undead. And, yeah. And, well, she kind of looks back at her sisters and seems to be looking for probably 77. You'll be diving with us, so I think it's important that you know. The Emerald Inferno, Green Inferno, whatever you want to call it, is growing. The reason why we go there is to find its source and stop it.
And does our current endeavor align with what you're trying to do, or does it?
No, that's why we're
Hmm.
pissed.
Well, I apologize. I feel like this is
Orders
our
are
fault
orders.
of some sort.
I mean,
Oops,
my sisters
still.
might blame you a little bit, but
Oh,
shit trickles downwards.
indeed it does.
Well, yeah, if they have anyone to be mad about, it's Raxus.
I wouldn't say that name out loud or in a derogatory term. He is very beloved.
That's unfortunate. Saoirse's just paying attention to her shapes that she's making with the water.
But, probably live. Probably.
We will do our best.
Yeah, pray to whatever deity you believe in. It's always good to pray to Joaquin. That's what me and my sisters kind of worship.
Do I know who Joaquin is?
Yeah, you can roll a religion check.
That was almost bad. 21.
21. She is the goddess of luck, good fortune, adventurers, gold. Kind of earning and making gold. Mostly in a good way, not necessarily like an evil way. But clerics of her are very gaudy. Her temples are either casinos or banks or places of finances. She's essentially the goddess of luck. You can be the most prepared individual in the world, all the training, all the right traits, and you're walking and you get shot by a stray bullet, or you fall into a T-Rex den. It just things happen.
Did you say fall into a T-Rex den.
What's a T-Rex?
Giant reptile bird thing.
Big head, little arms. Terrifying.
I have a big head and little arms.
Manster?
Yeah. There are lots of saurians in the Inferno.
Again, saurians?
Yeah, they're reptilian, avian creatures, usually very large. Some of them are passive. A lot of them are carnivorous. Now, if you read the book, you'll understand. more.
Okay. Sure. Sorry, lots of
There's a few of
questions. We're
them
not
that
from
are-
here.
No. There's a few of them that are sentient.
She tries to make a T-Rex out of the water with that vague description that she got.
Oh no, more like this. And she does minor illusion, and you can see it.
Oh. And I fix
And
my,
it is
my shape.
feathered.
Can't really make feathers with water, but yeah.
Yeah.
I fix the shape and start making it like stomp around and stuff.
There's one Rex that you gotta be careful of. He has purple plumes, feathers. He can teleport.
Oh.
Yeah, he's called the King of Feathers.
All right.
You have to be careful of him. He is very, very smart and has a bad temper.
He sounds fun.
I think he might have the highest kill count out of everything in the jungle. I don't know why. He's got a taste for Dragonborn. Anyways, on a more positive note, I'm sorry that you had to do this. Are any of you know
Thank you.
anything about Ior?
No.
Cool.
Would I don't think I don't think I would have had any knowledge of Iowa prior to coming here.
I mean, it's a demon from the abyss, so if you want, you can roll a religion check.
Okay, I'll do that. 20.
There's a few brief excerpts that you read from a few different books. He is on the 976th layer of the abyss. He is the demon lord of fear. You know that he has had dealings with Orcus, Demogorgon, and just give me a second. I always pronounce his name wrong.
Wow, I know more about Eeyore than I thought. Eeyore.
No, it's Eeyore.
Oh, guys, I'm a demon.
Looks like rain.
Guess I'll have to kill you now.
Never say his name right.
Inogu?
No, it's not Inogu.
I figured not. I just wanted to say.
I just really wanted to say Inugu.
No, because those are the three that Athena knows that are involved
Raz
with
or
one another. Raz
is
or
it?
blue?
Fraser Blue.
Raz or blue? Sure. That one.
I know of him a little bit, demon, and what I've known of here apparently has a strong presence in this plane of existence.
That I'm aware of.
Well, not an incredibly charming fellow.
I mean, demon. Probably not.
Well, I guess we'll find out more about him together then, shall we?
Apparently, well, you guys are the experts.
Ha. Okay. Is that what they told you?
Yeah.
Well, As you said, since we'll be dining together, I assure you we are not experts on Iowa.
Don't tell my sisters that.
We'll do, but I feel that honesty is better here. Okay.
Never mind. Well, anyways, we'll be in the Pale Peaks probably a few days from now. Maybe 2. And from there, we'll follow them till we hit the jungle. And take that time to study and learn and don't blow up the ship or piss a bunch of people off.
Will do.
She nods her head and goes back to her sisters.
Ray just kind of looks down at Saoirse. Doesn't say anything.
She's playing with water.
I have no, as in character, I have nothing crazy planned. I'm going to keep watching Crake and Turok to the best of my abilities. If something crazy happens with them, otherwise, or if something happens of note. But other than that, I'm just going to ride it out to where we get wherever we need to be.
Call it here, because next session I have to set up some stuff and prepare some stuff. There will be lots of fun stuff coming.
Oh, I'm sure.
I just had probably like the best dice rolling I've ever had. You know, I'm classic.
Yeah,
for not
so
rolling
did-
well. I was
so did
killing
Jay.
this day.
Yeah, you guys
You guys
Yeah.
rolled high.
wait till combat. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's-
one religion check, it was like it teetered, like I saw it teetering on like 7, and I was like, and then it like flipped over to 17. I was like, oh, that's better.
I think we can all agree, though. The title of this episode has to be "The Goddess of Thunder."
I do enjoy that.
Anyway,
No
from
arguments here.
Everyone here at Make Quest Optional, we want to wish you all a very good week, and see you all in the next episode. Good week, everyone.
Bye.
I do want to apologize to our audience if we could put this in before Rob says goodbye. That my very bad Irish accent that I typically have for Saoirse definitely went Scottish this week, poorly as well, because I was working on a Scottish accent for an audition, and most of the night I was cursing myself for messing up the whole time. So I apologize for my horrible Irish accent being a horrible Scottish accent this week.
Well, we all know the listeners just come here for your amazing Irish accents. You know.